Welcome everyone to RVT Rashid's Video Tube in conjunction with RMJC Rashid's Music Jukebox Center. And I am Rashid R-Man coming on live on social media, Google, YouTube, and other social media platforms. Welcome one and all. Happy holidays. And I am now looking at some things. I think I know what that is. I know what that is. I was looking at some things for Shysun, and I decided to come on the air. And what y'all see before you right there is some Shysun propaganda that we display this time of year, being though we're so excited and amped up. But I'm not going to get into that because it's just that time of year. At least around here. Stick around. We're going to have some fun. And talking about the shit going on, man.
As you can see in Europe, the situation is still dire. Italy, the hardest hit country in the area, is still reeling from this outbreak, virtually shut down as the number of deaths there continues to rise. But it's not all doom and gloom. After all, people have to do something while they're stuck in quarantine. ABC's James Longman.
They went out and tried to find people what they doing in quarantine. And people are doing some really elusive things. I mean, it's a lot of things you can do inside your house. You know, it's a lot of shit. If you just really, but basically people say they're just bored. You know, they're just bored. Especially if you're not a house person. If you're a house person, this is your time. But if you're not a house person, you know, this must suck. You know? And I'm hearing this coming to the United States of America. That's what I'm hearing. They quarantine and some neighbors over, where is this place? Where is this, in Italy? They're looking out the windows and communicating with each other. Like you wake up in the morning and you say, let me go to the window and see who's out talking to each other. Maybe, you know, that's what they're doing now. See, man always find a way to get by this quarantine shit. So now they're using the windows to just look out, and they're going to get used to that. By the way, they're going to get used to that. You know, let me go by the window and see who's out, you know, I could talk to. They ain't going to stay quarantined like that. I mean, not forever. They're going to find a way to communicate because this is people thing, you know.
In Italy's northern city of Turin, locals enjoyed aperitivos from their balconies while a disco ball shed some much-needed light. And who needs a vacation when you have each other? This Australian couple recreating their cancelled cruise from their living room, and this tender moment between a brother and sister in America.
They got water on a TV set, pretending like they're on a boat. You can't beat that. Yeah. On a big screen TV. On top of that.
While people around the world find joy where they can, the fight to stem the tide goes on. US and Korean armies banding together to disinfect an apartment complex in Daegu. For those under voluntary quarantine, a palpable sense of responsibility to keep others at bay. This woman in the UK showed us her daily amount of human...
Bringing up the attention of our hearts goes out to the doctors and physicians, whatever, how you say that word, physicians, who's working overtime trying to come up with a cure for this incompetent disease here. Our hearts go out to the doctors and physicians that's just putting in the extra hours, you know. The heroes. The heroes. You can't help but just think about them, you know. All the work they're doing. You can't help but just do that. And that right there remind everybody that people should. People should. I don't know how many of you guys are on lockdown. I don't know. But it's not that bad. I guess if you have a house with nothing in it, it sucks. But it always, that's what I'm saying, it always could be worse. It always could be worse. But see, churches, I'm getting another thing. I said I'll tackle it on the air. And I'm going to tackle it on the air. Because I said I was. A lot of spiritual people was asking me my opinion about them calling off from service. Do I think anything wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with the call off of service. There's nothing wrong with that. I know it seems tabooish or something that's just like way off of what's spiritual. But it's not. It's okay. Just remember that when it's a snowstorm, when it's a snowstorm, when it's a really bad snowstorm, it's the same way. You understand? It's not, in other words, what I'm saying, it's not like the religious organizations haven't done this before under some kind of circumstance. Right. Exactly. If it's a snowstorm or earthquake or something like that, it will happen. We just got the snowstorm part. We had some snows that was really bad, and then word got around there's no meeting tonight because of the snowstorm. Then you want to go out there and kiss the snow like a motherfucker. Hey, I'm just saying. But nonetheless, it happened before, so it's not a big deal. You know, whereas the weather or situation, these kind of things happen, so don't think that it's something a bad thing for you not to go to service because of a situation. That don't make any sense. It does happen. It does happen. So I hope I answered you guys' questions, because I know you was asking me nervous about it, like you feel like, yeah, it does feel like you're doing something wrong. It does. I'm not going to sit up here in line. You know, it does feel like you're doing something wrong, but you're not doing anything wrong. You're not doing anything wrong. You're not. So I hope I answered you the right way, and we'll leave it like that. She wore blue velvet. We just need to not get into fear and let fear take over. Now that right there you see before you, that the bells. That's something. In other words, that this is a joyous time of year, and joy is very hard to find anywhere right now. Not because necessarily of the I can't even pronounce that damn disease. Coronavirus. It's not because it's that. It's just that solitude is sacred when you're pure. Solitude is sacred when you're pure. When you're dealing with purity. You honor that because you're not part of anything. Yeah. Right. That's when you're part of that. When we're part of that. Being a mind of solitude, you're not connecting with the world's opinions. You see, you're going with your own opinions and your own way of looking at things. And that's like a really gifted thing to have. Don't forget, God said, I'm not giving you a wife and kids because I am sparing you. You see, God said, I'm sparing you. That's why you're not married and have kids right now. I'm sparing you. And that alone will make somebody make a spiritual person gain appreciation for being single without wife or kids. Knowing that I'm sparing you, meaning there's something going on with that marriage and kids thing. And because you're not, you have less worrisome. You know, you cannot deny the fact that that's the way it feels to hear God say, I'm sparing you from that. The bells of solitude. It's part of Shysun. Yeah, this is our second or third drawing of it. Our original was in our cult. But this isn't that bad. This ain't bad. This is nice. I was thinking about going and see ragdoll. This ragdoll right here. This ragdoll right here. I was thinking about, I want to do this animation of ragdoll. I really do. But I have enough on my plate right now. I have enough on my plate right now, and I really want to do it, but I have so much on my plate right now, I can't handle taking that on. And it's a comic strip anyway. It's not even meant to be looked at that way, like as a animated show or whatever. But you'll want to see something. That's what I'm saying. You'll want to see something like this animation. You definitely want to see something like this animation, because it's one of those strange animations at that. It ain't a typical show that you come across. It's different. It's different. Oh, please stay right here right now. So yeah, the bells of solitude, man. They ring weird bell freaks around here, just like mushrooms. But these bells hold spirituality in them. We only ring them on special occasions. And Shysun is when they get rang a lot for different reasons. Yeah, we have yet heard any, like right now so far, but there will be. Yeah. There will be. So glad that Shysun don't know what to do. I swear, man. So glad that Shysun don't know what to do. I'm losing my damn mind. I can't believe it's here. You get to do all these awesome and cool shows. I'm definitely gonna get Ragdoll out the way though. I'm definitely gonna get this out the way, man. I swear. When I say out the, I wanna get it started. I just wanna get it started. I'm gonna get it started. Now I finished my Rashi's Universe, and that was easy. That was a cinch. So I just gotta get used to it. Then I can do it like, yeah. I just gotta get used to it. Gotta say it looks majestic. Yeah, I really like that. Showing the spirit of Shysun. I want to get into detail about Shysun a little deeper, but at the same time, I know that it's not going to hold up no avail. So I don't do it. I don't want to waste my time on here. But it is an interesting concept. So I don't know how y'all gonna put up with how y'all doing with the colonial virus. It's kind of hard to talk about anything. I have a lot of subscribers and hardly any uploading anything. And when they do upload, it's really quick. People not taking their time anymore. It's just different now. With uploading, it's just, It's just a contagious thing all over. Depression, worthlessness, especially depression. Yeah, because it's an isolation thing. And they you can just see that it's just different. I've been over there to trendings, and it's a shame how trendings go about things. Everything. It changed ever since the coronavirus came out. It's like that's all on trend is dominating. Usually you see YouTube, but now really how those YouTube videos is the coronavirus is dominating the trend is street dance.
lashing out, insisting the warnings of potential recession are part of some sort of conspiracy to hurt him personally.
Dude,
We know Trump struggles to tell the truth.
there's some things I was thinking about. I don't know if it's legit or not, but
Automatically taking the same tack. He treats everything
got some things that came up
and acknowledging some sort of
in my head.
objective reality. And that helps understand these headlines. Trump now agitated about anything going on when he discusses the economy and darkly suggesting warnings about a possible recession stem from critics trying to take away what he sees as his calling card for re-election, according to the New York Times reporting.
Who are these people that wants to get tested for coronavirus? Who in their right mind wants to get tested for that shit? I don't understand that part. I don't think, I'm from the human race here. I think we're pretty normal here. And who in their right mind wants to get tested for that fucking disease, dude? Who in their I don't give a... From the last time I checked, a normal person would say it's a cold. I ain't getting checked for a motherfucking thing. That's how people act. I don't know where they got these people rushing to get tested. I don't know. These some strange people walking amongst us, dude. I swear to God. I don't know what kind of behavior that is. The average, from what I understand, the average person will say, I got a cold or the flu. They will not go get no fucking tested, dude. Or even want to get tested, for that matter. I don't understand that. That's the only thing that I don't understand. They're going to turn around. The President of the United States acting normal. He acting like a normal person on the street. He's acting... The rest of these people, they strange, dude. Who will actually want... Well, I don't understand that. The President of the United States acting like a normal person. Why get tested when you... what the fuck is... There's some weird people walking amongst us, dude. I thought I was weird. We thought we was weird. These people here, you really... Who are these strange people that want to get tested? Who the fuck wants... I feel fine. I'm going to just get tested. Just because, And then when they come back and say you got it, your whole life changed. He acting like a normal person. Who in their right mind wants to get tested? I don't understand it. If you don't feel no sick, who would want to get tested, dude? And then, if you don't want to get tested, how's something wrong with you? Think about it. How's something wrong with you because you don't want to get tested and you feel fine? How the fuck's that wrong with you? There's some weird ass people, dude. See, that's weird ass thinking there. That's weird fucking shit. That's weird thinking there. I've never known people to be like that since I've been fucking with people. I don't know who these strange people are, but they way off from the normal motherfucker. I know that. The normal motherfucker don't give a fuck if he's spitting up blood. He not gonna get tested. He gonna say, fuck that. This shit gonna pass, like everything else. That's truth. See, they paying people to be in crowds. And who these strange people on the news doing this shit? Who in their right mind gonna go out there and get tested? They think somebody's stupid, dude? Who are these strange people, man? I don't even want to listen to that. I don't want to listen to that shit, because that's crazy talking, man. They paying crowds to be in these rallies and all these strange people, man. Who are these strange people? And these same strange people lining up at the getting tested. Man, they breeding some kind of they I don't know what these I don't know. If nobody in their right mind want to get tested for no goddamn corona, you out of your fucking mind. Well, I don't think people that nonchalant would be like, it's the right thing to do to get tested. It's the right thing. No, get the fuck out. If you ain't showing no symptoms, why start a hurricane when there ain't nothing going on? Who in their right mind gonna do that? Is what I'm asking. But then when the president say, I ain't got no reason, something wrong with him. How's something wrong with him? Oh, because he was standing there. That's dude. We all was standing next to a motherfucker, dude. What the fuck? I don't understand. I ain't feeling that shit. I'm not feeling that. I mean, people wanting to get tested and shit. What the hell? I don't understand it. It's just weird. Will I get tested by a president? Fuck no. One. I ain't trying to accept it, I say no, I don't want to get tested. Why you don't want to get tested? Because I don't want to find out if I got it. Now my life gonna change. That's the fuck why. What kind of question is that, dumbass? Did you get tested? Why you ain't get tested? I throw the question right back on them. Alright, whatever reason why you ain't get tested, that's the reason why I ain't get tested. And that's the end of that bullshit. Stop acting stupid. Yeah, half these motherfuckers ain't get tested they damn self. And they go home to their kids when they, Mom, my friend Elijah, my friend Muhammad, he told me a new basketball, this, a new football game, this. I was over at Muhammad's house, Mom, and all this fucking shit. And they go home to their kids like that and shit. I was over at Cueto's house, Mom. All that fucking shit. It's just crazy. It's just wild, man. This is a tough thing going on here. And it's a tough thing going on here. It is.
Tonight, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services estimates that if the coronavirus outbreak becomes very severe, about 38 million Americans will need medical care, and nearly 10 million will need to stay in hospitals. Military hospitals could pick up some of the hospitals are quickly getting filled up. We're probably at the tip of the iceberg at this point.
It could get worse. Researchers at Johns Hopkins University used government of flu pandemic as a guide. Estimated 200,000 to 2.9 million people could need intensive care, depending on the outbreak severity. But the U.S. only has 65,000 ICU beds currently available. Can we go inside?
Sure.
Like this isolation room at Chicago's Rush University Medical Center, where a coronavirus patient was recently treated. Dr. Brian Stein says they could scale up to 100 isolation rooms in hours.
We also have the ability to double up on beds, which would pretty much double our capacity to take care of patients with coronavirus.
I heard they canceled late night TV shows. They really Jimmy Kimmel and all of them. They canceled all their shows. They no more they out of production. Yeah, they canceled night TV shows. They canceled everything, huh?
Tonight, as millions of Americans search for comfort, places of worship are taking unprecedented steps. The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints is suspending all public gatherings worldwide. From Chicago to Detroit, mosques are canceling Friday prayers. In New York and New Jersey, some synagogues are doing the same for Shabbat services. In Washington, D.C., Episcopal churches, including the National Cathedral, are shutting down for at least 2 weeks. Has the church community ever been affected in this?
You know, we're kind of fortunate in this area. That our church is where we at, you know. That's pretty fortunate for Southeasians that our church is where we at. Where we are, man.
It is scary, but we can't stop believing in God. We can't give up hope. There's always hope.
For Christians, the debate over whether to close churches comes at a difficult time during Lent, with Easter just weeks away.
I know, Easter almost here. Easter almost here. You believe that?
It's Friday fish fries.
This is really something that's going to be hard for us to face.
They'll face it together, even if they're apart. A true test of faith. Gabe Gutierrez, NBC News, Parma, Ohio. Hey, NBC News fans.
Wow, that's just hard. It's just, oh my God, it's just hard. I mean, because they have a different setup than us, you know, like, and they're worried. Some been contacting me and asking, you know, I feel kind of no, because when snowstorms come, it's the same way. You look at it like that. Look at it like a snowstorm. If it's a bad snow or ice storm, services are usually canceled. Okay, it's the same thing. That's how you should view it. It's the same thing. There's nothing wrong with canceling because of this outbreak. Nothing. It's an emergency. It's a national emergency going on here. So it's only with reasonable thinking. You know. And don't forget, all laws are by God. So you're doing the right thing. It's a heads up again. You're doing the right thing. Listen to them. It's not a good idea. Because there was plenty of times when I was a Christian and we was canceled, when the snow came and we had ice storms, and it was like, okay, all service was canceled. And there was plenty of times that happened to us. So yeah, you look at it like that. You look at it like that. So,
investors are recovering from, let's call it a week of whiplash because of the coronavirus. Yesterday, stocks rebounded to their best day since 2008. That was the day after the worst day for stocks since the crash of 1987. The Dow rallied during the president's news conference declaring a national emergency. The president, he was pleased, so pleased to get this. He sent a signed chart to supporters afterwards. Yesterday's 1,900-point jump caps off this week that also saw the end of an 11-year bull market and a move to a bear market. That's 20% off.
They're in trouble. You know,
so which industries are taking the hit? Well, first you got airlines.
To see rich people go poor, It's very difficult to look at. I have never thought that my generation, we have never thought around here that we will be alive to see rich people go poor. There's a phrase in the Bible where it says that money will become of no value and they will throw it in the streets. Now that's in the book of Revelation during the Great Tribulation. So, that's what I'm saying. We knew that the financial thing, something going to happen with that. Because it's in the scriptures, it's prophecy. Their money will have no value and they will throw it in the streets. It's already in the book of Revelation. Now, I didn't ever, we actually seeing these rich men, some rich men go poor. I mean, it's amazing to look at. Like, it's really not funny, because there's a lot of well-off people. Instead of saying rich, you say well-off or something like that. And to see them go poor and them watching all their stocks disappear or their finances disappear. I mean, it's very hard to look at their face expressions. And guess what? They being fair with it. They're taking their face expressions and putting them all online so people can see the disgrace and humility that they're undergoing. They're really upset, to see these big, powerful men go poor. It's just really hard to look at. It's really hard to look at.
Huge. Delta announced it's making deeper cuts than after the 9/11 attack. Airline is reducing capacity by 40%, parking up to 300 of its planes. Delta CEO also urged employees to consider a voluntary leave in a bid to help save some cash for the company.
So I know you're sitting at home going, I don't know what this means for me. Between that, the government's response to all of this. Financial expert Ted Jenkins of Oxygen Financial is with us now. All right, I want your first take.
I don't know how many people laughed at me when I said I'm broadcasting Armageddon. But I don't think they're laughing at Rashid right now. I said it, and I say it again. I'm broadcasting Armageddon. I'm going to broadcast this whole thing because I know it is. I know this is it. And I'm going to broadcast it all on social media, Armageddon. I'm going to broadcast the whole goddamn thing. And the people that follow Rashid a long time ago, y'all know I said that. I'm going to broadcast this whole Armageddon shit all the way through.
Morning when we're hearing
as far as we can go. Yeah, as far as we can go. Shit.
Potential deals that they want to give or, to their employees to say sayonara. This is frightening for people.
I mean, this is a real tug of war right now, Chrissy. You can't fight the virus and sort of flatten out this curve without damaging the economy at the same time. When people are quarantined and they have travel restrictions, you have sporting events that are canceling it. Apple, even today, one of the nation's largest retailers, said we are going to shut our doors for 2 weeks. So that's the immediate pullback. I think what we need to see over the next 2 to 3 months are layoffs, Christy. Will big companies, will small businesses start to lay off employees? Unemployment was at 3.5%, but I think we're going to see that rise pretty quickly here.
So how long might it take for the consumer pullback to do any lasting damage on the economy?
We're seeing the damage already, just what Victor just talked about, Delta right now.
Right.
Think about this. Over the next month, they said that they have negative net bookings, Christy. What this means is that more people are canceling flights than are actually booking flights right now. You're seeing conferences cancel all around the country right now.
But we know, ideally and logically, we know that this is temporary, right? I mean, at some point, the swings have got to come back up. The question is, how long might that last? Is that all dependent on what the government response is and the coronavirus and how it grows?
Yes, I mean, certainly there's a stopgap that was put in place. What the Fed did is they lowered interest rates by 0.5%, and they just infused about $1.5 trillion into the economy right now. So,
if you ask me, some of them not taking it like it's temporary. I don't know how many people notice that, but I'm seeing little cracks and crevices that not everybody looking at this shit like it's temporary. That's all I'm saying about that. I'm not going to go too far running, but I'm starting to see little signs yeah, that not everybody's looking at this like it's a temple thing. But then again, you know.
Businesses have money to sustain themselves, but I think that we're going to see this stay for a while right now, maybe 6 to 9 months or 12 months before we see any recovery.
Which you wonder how that's going to affect a presidential election, obviously coming up. Short term, coronavirus economy plans from the president. Is it feasible?
I mean, I don't know if it's feasible or not right now. We just saw there's some short-term lending right now, $50 billion for disaster relief. We're seeing that interest is going to be waived on loans right now for student loans. We're seeing some paid sick leave. But this is, I think, just the first measure. You're going to see maybe bailouts for the airlines. You're going to see more measures that are going to have to happen. I don't think we acted quick enough. And they talked about this whole payroll tax. That would really only affect people, I think, that are wealthy. A lot of the lower income families would not get any effect from that. It would probably cost somewhere in the nature of $800 billion.
You know what's funny? I noticed they said that Donald Trump was looking out for the wealthy, cutting the wealthy's taxes, and said fuck the middle class and poor. Remember that happened? Now look what's happening to the wealthy. Ain't that odd? I mean, don't you find that kind of like Murphy's Law kind of thing? He's looking after the wealthy and say fuck the middle class and poor, and now look at what's happening to the wealthy. That's kind of yeah. I mean, he's looking out for the wealthy, and then the wealthy turn around and getting pounded. I mean, some wealthy people are going poor. Yeah, literally, these men are going poor, like that movie Trading Places. See how they went poor in that stock market shit? That can happen for real. And that's what's happening for real. The real deal. It's a real Trading Places movie. Eddie Murphy and Dan Aykroyd. It's a real Trading Places going on right now. They're actually sitting back watching all this shit disappear. And they not fucking happy about the shit.
More measures
He not.
right now to sustain the economy short term.
So people that are at home right now, say they have obviously a finite number of value of money in their bank account, or who depend on day-to-day work for themselves. What do you say to them?
Here's what I would say. Look, people have been going to the grocery store like crazy right now. They're buying peanut butter and bread. Right?
And toilet paper, which I've heard from so many of you. I know. Why are people buying toilet paper? But still, we're spending our money on things we think that we're going to need. But how long do you think this is going to go on?
I'm saying, why wouldn't people stock up on financial staples right now? Like, don't spend that bonus. Don't spend that tax return. Get an emergency reserve. Look, 25% of Americans could not make a $400 bill right now. So you've got to build a cash reserve while you can. Get the doctor's visits in. Get the dentist visits in while you're on quality health insurance from your corporation, or you paid into it this year. Take care of those right now, because that's the best financial move. Stock up right now. Wouldn't worry as much about the markets if you're a long-term investor. What if you're worried about now is your personal economy, the short-term economy for you.
So those 401ks, the things that people are looking at right now, you're saying just pull back and let it ride out? They shouldn't move a lot of funds?
Well, right. If you need the money in a year or two, you have no business being in the stock market at all. But if you're 40 years old and you have 10, 20, 25 years to retirement, this is not something to panic about. These cycles have happened in 2008 and 2000. I would not panic.
All right. We're still panicking.
They're still panicking.
We're still panicking. And he knows that I don't think this man has slept in 3 days.
That's great.
Thank you for being here. Always appreciate it.
Hey, she dig you, man. Get that. Hit that shit. She look like she dig you. I move up on that white ass. No doubt about it. I'll push up on that shit. Smiling at me like that. What about if you have sex? What about sperm? Don't talk about that. Is it inside the body fluid? I mean, I know it's inside your nose and mouth. But what about I'm just saying, what about sperm and stuff like that? Is it in there? It should be. It's DNA, right? I don't think coronavirus going to that fucking shit. I don't think coronavirus say fuck that. Coronavirus say fuck that shit. I ain't going down there. All these dirty ass motherfuckers. Yeah, probably.
wonderful? Because I'm getting excited about that part. But whether we leave here in the rapture or whether we leave here with COVID-19, either way, I know where I'm going. Which is no part of the issue. Tonight, the President of the United States is going to address the nation at 9 o'clock, and I would recommend...
We heard that. That's old. Yeah, that's old. We heard that. You heard us say we may be leaving here? See, everybody, because we've been... Rashid been on that shit. We were the first ones on that shit before any of these preachers. We was the first. Rashid was the first. These guys just catching on.
But the bottom line is, just be careful. Be very careful. And stay prayed up, folks. This may be it. We may be leaving here. Wouldn't that be wonderful? Because I'm getting excited about that part. But whether we leave here in the rapture or whether we leave here with COVID-19, either way, I know where I'm going. Which is no part of the issue. Tonight,
they just getting caught on. These other preachers are just getting... We've been here. I see I'm broadcasting Armageddon. We've been here, dude. Yeah, it's not even a discussion. Not even a discussion. So you can't really shake nobody's hand. I hardly shake anybody's hand any fucking way. I really don't. I'm not trying to be a smart ass and all. It's just, yeah, I never shake nobody. You know, we know it. The elbow shit. No to that too. With me, no to that too. Just nothing. I don't shake hands. That's something I just don't do. I fist palm, but I don't shake hands. Unless I'm going to like a something like my spirituality meeting or something like that. Other than that, I don't do that. I gotta feel a certain way to do that, and people don't give a fuck about it.
Maybe the most high-profile sports owner in the country. Mark, we saw your reaction.
This guy.
Watching ESPN when they came up to you in the stands, and your jaw was literally on the floor. The season's canceled. Has it had a chance to sink in? And now, what do you think a couple of days later? You know, it caught me by surprise, obviously. And
these basketball players being a smart ass, touching the microphones and touching everything and running away laughing, and he gets the virus and pass it on to another basketball player. You believe that? He's been a smart ass. He's been a smart ass in one of the interviews, and when he stands up, he starts in front of the cameras. He's rubbing down all the microphones and the fucking thing in front of the cameras, laughing, thinking it's funny, and he runs off the stage. Then he turns around and gets the virus. Did you believe that? Right after that, that's when they shut down every damn thing. Yeah, because that's a little too much. I mean, is that bad? Is it that bad, dude? Is that bad? That even if you fuck around like that, yeah, this should be shut down. No doubt.
You have people that you know that might have compromised immune systems, so we have a responsibility to take care of ourselves, and we'll work with them until all this is resolved to make sure they stay healthy, make sure that they self-quarantine or socially distance themselves so that we can keep them safe and keep the people around them safe. And we know that Rudy Gobert was almost kidding about it. He did not know that he had it, and he went and touched all those microphones. He has since apologized for your reaction. You know, I mean, people can be arrogant sometimes or ignorant, and he just didn't know. And I mean, it's just it's an unfortunate incident that will teach a lot of people that you can't take this for granted. You can't just dismiss it. Each and every one of us has our own responsibility.
Yeah, that's the guy. That's the guy right there. He touched on the microphone. He was trying to be a smart ass. He was trying to be a smart ass, touching the microphones and running away laughing, and he caught the shit. He was on camera being a smart ass.
Rudy Gobert was almost kidding about it. He did not know that he had it, and he went and touched all those microphones. He has since apologized for your reaction. You know,
That's some crazy shit.
Can be arrogant sometimes or ignorant, and he just didn't know. And I mean, it's just it's an unfortunate incident that will teach a lot of people that you can't take this for granted. You can't just dismiss it. Each and every one of us has our own responsibility.
Then he's trying to say he had the virus before he... Oh, come off that shit, dude. Come off that shit.
Keep yourself clean.
Oh, why y'all protecting niggas so damn much? If the motherfucker acts stupid, he acts stupid. They always protecting these niggas.
You haven't always been a billionaire. You used to be grinding it out, sleeping on people's floors. You know what it's like to be an usher in your building, to park cars, and work the arena. They're out of a job now. What's your message to them? What are the Mavericks doing?
The Mavericks are going to take care of them.
He was being a smart ass, rubbing down microphones with his hands and fingers, and ran away laughing, and he caught it. And they said, you got it. And they realized it was that bad, so they shut down the NBA. That's what happened, guys.
Phoenix Suns coming up tomorrow, and we'll pay them as if that game happened. And, you know, I encourage others in my circumstance, not all small businesses are going to be able to just keep on paying their hourly workers in particular. So I encourage those who can to continue to
He was being a smart ass. You know how motherfuckers act and shit. Oh, nothing happened to me. I'm a brother. Nothing happened to me. He was acting like that. Touching every fucking thing, laughing. And then ran off stage. And he turns around and he got the shit. And then pass it to another basketball player. Then pass it on to somebody else. Swear to God.
CEOs and employees
I want a lot of you.
You know, it's true. You know, Texas really is a bunch of people that learn to be self-sufficient. That's what your ancestry has proven. And I think it's going to come back to that. However,
It's always protecting me.
Maybe a lot of people in the sports world will look to Washington to help.
Always protecting.
You're in both worlds. You're in the investment world and you're in the sports world. When you're looking at that market,
And that's what makes, that's what I was about to say. That's what scares me about this, because they not playing right. You see how they been trying to cover up shit. This is what scares me, because they not doing shit right. They not doing shit the way people should hear it. You know, they covering up shit and protecting people. And
no one got too excited. Well, I mean, people did say this shouldn't be happening when it was going straight up very quickly, and you have to take the counter of that as well. You can't get too upset. And what I tell everybody is, if you don't know what to do nothing, because it's impossible to time the market. True. Now, Washington, for the airline industry, for the hospitality industry, for your industry, they're trying to come up with some type of aid package. How would you affect the common man and woman, the family? And you always talked about family, even the night you were in.
who would want to take the test? Who in their right mind want to take it, dude? If you go to the average person and say, hey, let me give you Corona, who the fuck would say, okay, yeah, go ahead? What world they living in? I don't understand it. Where does it come from? The people who want to do it. Even if they sick.
We set a set of standards that said, you know, maybe through the Small Business Administration, we'll do a quick turnaround, or through the Fed, a quick turnaround so that small companies who need to borrow money can, if they keep their employees on payroll. Big companies can.
This is bullshit. This is such bullshit. I tell you, man. Oh well. Oh well.
To find the reason to bring them back. And so if you can do something that requires people to keep people employed, you know, and there's part of me, the libertarian part of me doesn't like that, but when you're in crisis, you have to respond to the circumstances in front of you. You can't be dogmatic. And so I would want to see a requirement, or at least the hope that people will retain employees in order to qualify for aid, because that's what we need. We need continuity, because hopefully this has a limited horizon.
Trying to cover it up. Yeah, trying to cover it up saying he had it before he did. That's making it look worse. That's actually making the shit look worse. You know?
For 8 or 9 weeks, that is going to be cheaper to the country and as a whole than letting people get fired, getting them through the process of unemployment and support systems, and then trying to figure out ways to get them hired back. That's difficult. Keeping them on salary, keeping them on the payroll.
Well, this is an interesting Shysun so far. I got some shows coming up probably by next weekend, guys, because they all finished. I just got to set a date to run it, and I think we're going to run it next weekend. So be here next weekend. I'm trying, because I know, because here's the thing, I can't come on. Here's the thing, I can't come on with talking about Shysun material right now because it probably won't hold or stick to people because everybody's worried about what's going on here. You know, and as a broadcaster on social media, I think I owe it to the public, Sadicians. I owe it to the public to entertain the best way I can. If this is what that's on their mind, then we have to be here. Theoretically, y'all know we ain't got to do this shit. We could just say, you know what? We know what's going on. Father Rashid, you talked about it. Let's have some fun. Fuck all this. We already know the deal. But I still have subscribers, and the average person won't understand not only the material we show, but the average person will also be worried while they're watching the material. So I'm trying to balance it out. That's why I figured, I could have ran this Shysun syndication tomorrow, which will be Sunday. I don't know what day people listening to this, but I could have made it this Sunday. You know, the 15th. That means, now. But I want to give it an extra week because I want to prepare Rashid lovers, my bees, my Rashid Kateers. I want to prepare you guys for the syndication. That way, when it comes on, you're not looking and worrying about what's going on in the world. You're not doing that. You see, you're not doing that. You relax and all you know is going to be Rashid Shysun content and something to get into. So this will help relax you. You see, it will help you. So I figure I'll give it another week rather than throwing it on right now. Because right now it will be really confusing. I'm trying to work with Rashid Kateers, my Rashid bees, and y'all know that. I'm trying to, because I know all y'all worry, and everybody's worried. Everybody's up the ass. So I'm doing it in a way that we can enjoy the content. I don't want us to enjoy the content and then in the middle of it say, oh, here come the virus shit. Over the cinema. Well, that's going to happen anyway. I can't control that. That's something I can't control. That after it ends, we're going to be thrown into the world. We're going to be thrown into this virus shit, and it's going to look different and freaky and shit. And yeah, I mean, that's without saying. That goes without saying. But that's something I can't control. That goes for anything. That's if Disney World was open, for Christ's sake. And they said, we're going to just keep Disney World open. This is the happiest place on earth, they call it. They nicknamed it. When the average person leaves there, they're going to be thrown in this bullshit. I mean, that's something, it's inedible. That word right there. It's inedible, whatever the fuck. So, I can't help that. And that'll be next weekend. That's why I'm preparing you guys a week's time to prepare for the Rashid content. And that's if you want to see it. Some people just feel comfortable. Some people just feel comfortable. People are getting obsessed with learning about this coronavirus thing. People are getting obsessed with it. They're getting addicted to it. They want to know about they don't want to look at nothing else because the panic all around is thrilling. It's something, it's exciting. Sadly, that's the way people think. Sadly, it's like, they saying China's getting better, but personally, I beg to differ on that. I think they're just saying that. Because if they continue to say China's still the same, it will be like we'll be really fucked up here. I think they're just saying that because I saw some footage where they was dragging people in the quarantine while they was kicking and screaming. So how's China getting better if they have footage that way, showing that shit? I'm not going to go into detail about it because I'm going to stick to what they're saying. If they're saying China, China's getting better. China's getting better. But I'm just saying we saw footage, they dragging motherfuckers and throwing them in a goddamn shit. But nonetheless, they say it's getting better. It's getting better. So it looks better everywhere on the planet Earth. And that's it. But I still beg to differ on that. But who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Quarantine Italians, they singing together. They actually singing, looking out the windows and singing together. And, they're not letting it stand in their way. They're not letting it stand in their way. They're singing together and harmonizing with each other. And it's heartwarming to look at that people still going to look after each other and think about each other as people. Rather, yeah. Keep in mind that this right here is windows and people standing on balconies in Italy. That's what this is. And it's nighttime, and they have their flashlights in their hand, and they all talk, like communicating with each other like this. It looks really creepy, man. I mean, nobody on the street. This is just apartment buildings. They all standing on a balcony, screaming to each other. Saying they still got unity. And it's nighttime. It looks really, really graphic here. This is in Naples, Italy, by the way. Naples, Italy. Look, it just looks so grim. I never seen anything like this before, man. Of course, Armageddon is like this, so this is really something to look at here. Would y'all believe? I mean, oh my God. It's just showing they still have unity and connectability with each other. They're not letting it stop them from communicating with each other. Wow. Wow. Mm. What can you say, you know? What can you say? Or feel a certain way, you know, right? Okay, well, let's turn on TV set here, and we'll just talk for a bit away from all of that for a change. And I gave it to y'all guys. Now, can we live our life now? Can we please live our life? I gave y'all the coronavirus stuff. Now let us live our life, okay? This is Shysun, guys, and we know this is going to happen. I told you, now let's live our fucking life here. Thanks, I appreciate it.
To a fantastic underground hideaway, from the fortress of solitude to the bustling city room of the Daily Planet. Look, up on the screen. It's Superman. Superman, the movie, rated PG. Now playing. Check newspapers for local listing.
I know where that. I know when that came out. We went to go see that.
Reunion on Ice.
That's nice.
That was a fucking good time too. Yeah, because you never seen a movie like that.
That's nice. There's nothing quite as refreshing as a chilled bottle of Reunion wine. Red, white, or rosé.
There's only one thing I like more than soft Kleenex tissues. Money! And during the Kleenex Rainbow of Colors cash refund offer, you can get money back for buying Kleenex tissues in these stylish foil boxes. Up to $3.
Got some interesting shows. I'm working on some new material that I think you'll find interesting. It's all starting next weekend. So I want you guys to be here to check out some Saddiqian television, some Saddiqian viewing. And that'll be, you know, something different. You know, take a break from all of this suffering or whatever. I don't know. Some people might like to stay up in it. I don't know. I just can't fucking do it for too long. I think I gave enough on this episode of Picture Up. And staying in Saddiqian mode. Shysun mode, rather. I think that I did enough, man. I contributed, you know.
It's just live with the Memorex recording we just made. Reproduction so true, we can ask, is it live or is it Memorex?
The sounds of Philadelphia, you know, sound like it to me. That's the way it went at when it was out. The sounds of Philly, yeah.
Bob is terrific, except for a few pimples. Tell him to come on over to my pad. Your pad. Not my place, my pad. Stridex medicated pads. They're specially textured and soaked in medicine. First, they remove oil and dirt from your pores. Oil and dirt you can actually see. Then the medicine can get in to help dry out pimples. Bob, you are terrific.
So's your pad.
Come on over to my pad. Stridex.
In the Andes of Colombia, South America, the terrain is very beautiful to see.
South America got some good coffee beans. But South America changed. It's not a jungle territory out there. Speaking of jungle territory, I got this show I'm working on that I think you guys are like. Y'all know about what's the name of that show there? My Sweet Firehouse. A lot of people feel a certain way about that. I don't know what it is. I think it's it could be the formatation of it that throws people off. We kind of really went for that, you know? We really into that. I mean, we're really, really into that. I'm going to be into Greenwood even more, and that's the one about the fairies and all of that shit. The fantasies, the fairies. You have the fairies. You have the unicorns. You have the pixies. You have the stuff, and y'all know about Greenwood. I'm gonna be really into that too when I launch it. I just didn't launch it right now, but I'm going to soon. Yeah. Well, people really not really taking that My Sweet Firehouse to heart, and we knew that was going to happen. It's kind of like Isabel's Diary. A lot of people not taking Isabel's Diary to heart, but it's still beating out that medieval time period that we was in, and we did Rashid the Mystical Sorcerer. It's still beating that out. I mean, that was the lowest of the lowest. People just weren't feeling that. But needless to say, we're still going to be there. We're not going to go, Isabel's Diary ain't going nowhere, neither is My Sweet Firehouse. Yeah, it's just certain times. In fact, Isabel's Diary is coming on next weekend. But Rashid's Universe is coming on next weekend also, along with the internet show. Because people don't think I can make a real internet show, and I can make an internet show, a social media show. All of that is coming on next weekend, and I want y'all here to enjoy that. Y'all should really like it. You should really like it. Is that the same one Elvis show we saw? Oh. It don't look like it. It looks different. Best fruit juice out there.
Never seen him before. Great music and songs by Eddie Rabbit, Charlie Rich, Bill Dillon, and Sandra Locke. Adventure and fun all over the place. Clint Eastwood will serve you. Rated PG. Now playing everywhere.
That was playing in a movie at the same time Superman was playing? God. I was crazy about that movie there, dude. Yes, indeed. That was the shit. Anyway, which Luce, I forgot the name of the motherfucker. Anyway, but Luce. That was the ultimate to see Clint Eastwood fighting like that with the Clyde, the orangutan. It was just so amazing to look at, especially for a child that like animals, you know. It's everything you wanted in a movie. And the thing is, you couldn't get your dad from the projects. You couldn't get your dad to take you to movies to see no shit like that. He had to wait till come on HBO or something, because it was just a 1 in a million shot your dad would take you to see that shit. And children would like to have seen it, you know.
Nuts,
Yeah, that's it right there. They don't sell that no more. But that was so good. Quaking Natural cereal. Yeah, that's a granola cereal on that brown box. That small brown box. That was the best kind of fucking shit. They don't sell that no more. Now it comes in like a bag. Like a plastic, like some kind of a... It comes in like a folding bag. Like when you get pistachio nuts. It comes in a bag like that. Which is good still, but you just rather have the box of cereal. One of the other things they took from us for this disease and shit hit.
I want to be the best I can be.
You know.
I want to be number one. So I work out every day. Today's women want a comfortable feminine protection. Tampax tampons give you what you want in a tampon. Their design is different, unique, and there's a Tampax tampon for every woman's needs. They're the number one choice of more women than any other tampon. Tampax tampon, the number one choice. Hello, people. What do you say?
Ask Mindy about Mork in this week's People magazine. Find out how Pam Dauber climbed up from her own lows to become Hollywood's prettiest straight man. Learn how the Allman Brothers have buried the hatchet. Can they make it back to the top again? Discover why this angry mother has launched her crusade against paternity hazing. Find out in People. Why did this tough Chicago newsman become a newswoman? And how could Marcel Marceau wow America without saying a word?
Take a look at the people. It's People this week.
That's just messed up.
Reels of chocolate. I love that Hershey bar. Hershey is that something special no matter where you are.
Anytime you want delicious chocolate, there's no need to go looking very hard.
Hershey's great.
'Cause Hershey is the great American chocolate bar. Monday, the all-time championship on the line, when Richard Dawson hosts the big battle of the big winners, the championship all-star family feud. Then, take her easy, boy. Josh gets a lesson in growing up. Who do you think you are, boy? And fights for his place as a McKayan on
I would like to have saw that. The Champion Family Feud thing. That would have been cool.
It's so different from ordinary cleaning shampoos. Swear. The difference is, Herbal Essence has a special 100% oil-free conditioner. So instead of just clean, you get to clean without all those dry flyaways. Just smooth, shiny, thick and full. It's like you got more hair. We swear.
You know, getting back to thinking about this virus shit. It's just, I can't believe that the Mormons shut down their shit all around the world. The Mormons. They doing it the very smart way, though. In unity like that. That's the way you do it. If you're going to do it, you do it like that.
Drier than any leading spray. And I believe it.
Ban roll-on. If you're using any leading spray, find out for yourself how effective Ban roll-on is.
Smartest thing to do. You know, very smart thing to do. Yeah. Hope y'all got beer in your house. Some kind of liquor in your house. You know. I went, going out to get marijuana and shit. Some weed. That's risky now. Yeah, that's real risky there. I don't know what they gonna do. I know that's the whole drug cartel is suffering. Really bad. And I know they ain't happy. No doubt about it. But you would like to have some stuff stashed in your house. Some shit.
Going back, the Warriors are 27 miles from safety.
It's crazy,
They're in a war zone called New York City. Every gang wants to get them. Every cop wants to bust them. They have one way out. They have one chance. They have one night. The Warriors, rated R. Starts today at the Bruin Westwood Man's Hollywood.
If the Warriors was out. It's hard to believe that the same guy who's starring the Warriors movie is the same guy that starring Xanadu with Olivia Newton-John. He goes from being a street punk to like an artist. It's hard to believe that's the same guy. I mean, he was real young in the Warriors. And now when you see him like in Xanadu, he's a little older, mature, and an artist now. It's hard to believe that's the same guy. I don't know. It's just a brain fuck.
Stay that way, ideally. Dean Martin, Matt Helm, Saturday night. Hang on, kids. Rough terrain ahead. Last year, we never could have made it. We had a conventional two-wheel drive wagon.
Come here. Don't forget to come here next weekend, guys. See some Shysun shit. Because Shysun Entertainment's getting kicked off next weekend. I really want y'all to be here. You know, now through the week it's gonna be stuff like this. What we doing now? What I'm doing now? Just so you know that.
Four-wheel drive.
If you're using an ordinary moisturizer, you may think you're doing all you can to smooth dry skin.
Busy as hell. I'm not gonna say a lot of you, man. I'm busy as hell. We're house bugs anyway. So this quarantine shit ain't doing a fucking thing to us, dude. Trust me, Sadicians are house bugs anyway. Unless we on our property, you know. Being a spiritual person, you're supposed to be a house bug. Being a spiritual person, unless you're out there preaching the good news of the kingdom. So, to some people, this quarantine ain't doing shit. I mean, like, I like it. We love the fuck out of it, dude. I'm not gonna sit here and bullshit about it. I'm not gonna sit here and lie about it. I'm not gonna sit here and try to pretend about it. I'm really enjoying the fuck out of it. That the fact, I know I'm not quarantining all that shit, but you might as well say it's like that. Everybody quarantining themselves. You might as well say, even if they say it or not, people doing this shit. And it's not bad. You know, because we house bugs anyway. You know. We're you know, house bugs anyway.
Let's try it again. Sir, this pattern has to match. What are you doing?
You smell good.
I came over here to work today, you know?
Your breath is so fresh.
I always get distracted by the TV.
I think they call it close-up. It's the toothpaste with real mouthwash to freshen your breath, and it gets your teeth as white as they can be. A perfect match.
We sure are.
Whiter teeth, fresh breath. Why do you think they call it close-up?
Mrs. Butterworth.
Yes?
How can you taste so good?
Well, my syrup is very thick and rich.
Thick and rich.
Twice as thick as the leading syrup. See how the leading syrup runs over this stack? But Mrs. Butterworth takes her own sweet time. My syrup's got to be thick to pour this slowly. Thick and rich and...
Boy, Mrs. Butterworth, you're the greatest.
You missed a drop.
Are you pregnant? Find out quickly in your own.
Jesus of Nazareth. But anyway, we house bugs anyway, too. Ain't nothing like being in a house. And a spiritual person will be the same way unless they teaching the good news of the kingdom. Because we're told to stay away from the world and the world's activities. So something like this really wouldn't bother the average spiritual person. Maybe that's the reason why the Mormons did what they did and closed down all their synagogues and their beliefs all around the world. Maybe that's the reason why. Maybe that's the reason why. Needless to say, I love the fuck out of it, guys. I'm not going to sit here and lie to y'all. I'm not going to sit here for no strings. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. I mean, we couldn't ask for anything more. Sadicians, we can't ask for anything more because you know I always say that I don't like when people, you know, when it's in the weather get nice, you get this bullshit. And this thing we ain't got, I'm selfish, I am. We ain't got to go through that shit now. And it's like, yeah, like, fucking real, man. We get a break from that gorilla shit. No, hey, it's selfish, call it what you want. But guess what? I'm guilty. I'm guilty, dude. I'm fucking guilty. I just like it. I like being, you know, like, the house thing. It don't bother me to be caught. Not one fucking bit. Because that, you know. And I'm not by myself. You got some people, like you'll see on an internet show that's coming on next weekend, the problem about, mothers and children of people always on the computer in their basements and stuff. They ain't got no problem either. There's so many people like that. Like, it doesn't bother, it's been that way. We've been this way at the beginning since social media came out. So it's really not bothering thousands of people. It's really not. I guess it all depends on what kind of person you are in general. Like if you're the kind of person like to go out all the time and be out in the street all the time, this is up your ass. This is driving you the fuck crazy. No doubt about it. But if you a house bug and like to stay on social media or whatever all the time and stay in the house, what the fuck is this damn quarantine? You quarantine any fucking way. Social media got you there. Let me turn this down. So it's like, it's a question of it's all how you view it, how you taking it, how you're taking it. BJ and the Bear. I used to wear that, a tie and a shirt and a sweater over it. Yeah, that was decent fashion. Pretty comfortable when I wore that. Some cold beer and just time. You take advantage of this time to recollect your thinking. It's a lot of things a person can do now indoors. You get them. You've been running around for so long, and now enjoy what your money spent. Enjoy what your money spent. It's all kind of ways of looking at it. It just depends on the individual how they view it. A bit on lockdown isn't all that bad. It's really, especially if you have social media, especially if you have that. But you could get in trouble also with social media if you're trying to stay away from. Certain things on social media is really fucking crazy. So, that's it just depends, Just to know that people are on lockdown and nobody's getting used to this shit, is what I'm trying to say. No one's really getting used to this. It's just hard to wake up in the morning. It's hard to, as soon as you wake up, you remember. And it's like, oh, shit, man. You know what kind of day it's going to be. It's hard. It's just fucking hard to adjust to, is what I'm trying to say. But we as people have to adjust to. We have no choice.
For what he called humanitarian reasons. It's not clear how long the Shaw will remain at the well-guarded Air Force Base. Shortly after the Shaw's arrival, military police began ordering reporters and photographers off the base. The orders to reluctant reporters were very strong.
Oh, baby, baby, it's a wild world. Oh, baby, baby, it's a wild world. It'll be nice if I could tell you people it'll be alright. It'll be alright, guys. You'll see. It'll be, but that's not what I said. You know? That's not what I said. And y'all know what I said when I came on the air and all that. But, and it's hard, and it's really hard because, y'all want to hear a air for relief. But I can't give it if that's not what I'm seeing. If that's not what Southeastians believe, I can't give it. But what I can say is, the situation isn't all that bad, it's how you view it. You can take advantage of things. This is the time to really take advantage of things that will help pay off later on in the future. You just gotta want to do it. You gotta make yourself do it. It's a change and all. Everybody hate change, but this is something we just gotta go through because of some bullshit. This is the most stupidest fucking thing I have ever. I mean, of all of the dumbass shit. I mean, I've never seen anything this stupid. It's just beyond words. We are not going through this dumb shit. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I can't get over this. All because they want to eat monkey meat and porcupines and gophers. They want to eat gopher soup and shit like that. Oh, we going through all this bullshit because of man wants to eat every fucking thing. I can't believe this shit. You got to be kidding me. If somebody went in the past and said, remember when Ronald Reagan and Gorbachev was around and they showed that movie the day after of a nuclear war we might have? Of all the ways to end humanity, it's because man eat every fucking thing. How stupid is that? And you would think it's because of some Holocaust genocide or some kind of nuclear catastrophe mishap. We talking about man wants to go and sell porcupines and eat snakes and soup and it's just ridiculous. Just fucking ridiculous, dude. But being angry about shit won't fucking do anything. You got to be kidding me. Of all the fucking we even got the sexually transmitted disease AIDS because people like to fuck. And okay, you can accept that other than they selling porcupines and shit for people that want to buy a porcupine. What the fuck? But, you know, it's just... My God. This is madness. This is fucking madness. Dude, when they showed that footage, they had all kind of shit. All kind of... That footage ain't make no goddamn sense. Beavers in cages and shit selling them. What the fuck is wrong with... Let me be quiet. I don't even want to talk. Nobody else talking about it. Why should I ain't even gonna fucking... Who the fuck gonna buy a damn beaver to eat? I don't even want to talk about it. Because I'll get upset. The fucking shit, dude. And all these people sitting back, and all these European people sitting back saying, see, we right. We was right. See, I told you we was right. You the only decent motherfuckers on the earth. Look at these scavengers. The same these people walking around. And they sitting back saying, we right, you see? And you can't even argue. You can't even fucking make an argument for minority. You can't even argue. You can't even do it. You can't even fucking do it. It's just unfair ass shit, man. can't even fucking do it, man.
That they have contracted with a private research firm to investigate the impact those illegal aliens are having on San Diego County workers. That research was started last month. The results of it will not be completed until mid-April of 1980.
Yeah, that's great. Get out of here, man. I can't take no more of this because it's best to leave right now. If my mouth if I'm getting slip of the tongue, this is the time to walk away from the microphone. So I'm gonna walk away from the microphone, and I will try to do this again tomorrow. I don't know. I don't know, guys. We'll see. And thanks for coming by my house. I did the best I can for us. It's Shysun, guys, who wants to celebrate it, and let's have fun the best way we can. And have your ass, I'm going to keep saying on every pick you up, but have your ass here next weekend if you don't listen to any more of our sheet pictures up from here on out. Try to be here this weekend because we're going to have some fun. And maybe I'll do this again tomorrow. Like I said, everybody have a nice evening. I'll talk to y'all guys later. Bye.